the toughest lineman you had to go up against?
There were a few that I can think of. You look on the schedule and you knew it was going to be a long day. Early in my career, of course, Anthony Munoz. We played Cincinnati a couple times early in my career, and he was everything he was advertised to be.
Hmm.
And in our conference, I hated going against Ron Heller at the Dolphins because he was tough, he was beatable, but he was dirty. He was that guy that gave you the extra push or cut you at the knees or whatever. He was dirty Ron Heller, and that was a guy that I knew I had to face twice a year, and it was a rival game for the New York Jets. But there was some good linemen around in our well, Bruce Armstrong for New England. He was a beast. He was a prototype offensive lineman today, like 6'6", 315, 320, could run, had power, had everything. So he was a guy that could play today, because when I came into the league, there was only like two or three linemen over 300 pounds.
Are linemen talkers? Because I feel like when you watch like NFL, was a show Live Wire that used to be on, or NFL Films Presents. It's like always like the defensive linemen are doing all the trash talk, and it's are linemen kind of silent? Or are they out there talking to you, throughout the game?
Nah, I always tell guys, the further you get away from the ball, the more they're gonna talk.
Yeah.
You know, because here's the whole thing. I'm not gonna sit up here and talk to you, and you're gonna come out. I gotta hit you 50 more times, just me and you. You know what I'm saying? A
Hmm.
DB, he can talk to a lineman or a running back or whatever. He may not ever even see that guy for the rest of the game. You'll see receivers and DBs talking. Linebackers can yap a little bit, but offensive linemen. I played against a lineman, the first round pick for the Patriots, for 4 straight years, 8 times playing him. Pat Harlow from USC. He was a first round pick. I talk to him now more than I ever did when I ever played because we never said anything to each other. We just went out there and played. Now, did he talk shit to some of our DBs? Of course he did. Did they talk to him? Of course they did. But me and him never said two words to each other. Eric Williams for the Cowboys never said two words to each other. All the linemen that I talked to, I wasn't a talker. And as long as you didn't talk, I didn't talk because I know I got to hit you. And I don't want you playing dirty. I don't want me playing dirty, and doing extra because I still got to line up the next play and go at you.
What did you ever get one-on-one matched up with Larry Allen?
At the end of my career, I did.
Okay,
Uh,
when you were on the 49ers, yeah.
yeah, on the 49ers, I did.
Wait, is
Yeah,
he? Because everyone says he was the strongest lineman
he
ever.
was he was quick and
Yeah,
he was strong as shit.
yeah.
And that was my 11th year, and yeah, he stumped me on a. I was on the end trying to get the rush, and it was like it was going nowhere. This guy was too big, and that right there was kind of telling me that like, yo, I think I'm trying. It's time for me to get out of here.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know,
Right.
because like I said, when I came into the league, there was just like two guys that were over 300, and then I remember sitting across looking at John Runyon for the Tennessee Titans, and he was like 6'8", 330. And I was like, yeah, I got to figure this out. I got to figure this out. And I kind of knew that I was at the end because these guys were coming. They were getting bigger, faster, and stronger. And my phase, my decade, my guys, we were leaving. And my 11th year in the league, from my draft left, I think there might have been three guys.